trust me, come with a real. He been a front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Isn't this game one of the reasons why they brought you here?
You know, they brought me to win the Super Bowl. They ain't bring me here to make no fucking playoffs.
When you came here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. Get talking about in the media.
That's
the Super Bowl. That's all.
That's
all I'm saying. But guess what? Winning cures all. What happened last Sunday?
They won.
Yeah. My man got an interception. No longer a conversation anymore. Winning cures all. Now we're looking at the Super Bowl. That's all I want, man. What up, though? Welcome to the World Heavyweights Live with
And he said
Sports.com.
the piss is hot.
He did say.
I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it.
Well, it's come out already.
Yeah.
You know? They're ready to go, I think.
Not worse than what Terry said.
If you want some context, I asked CJ, the younger, secondary is ready for like the first playoff action. He said they piss hot. So they all have STDs. Distraction
Confirmed.
to go to the media and tell them that your teammates have absolutely. Welcome to World Heavyweights Live with Sports.com. I'm Eazy, Spimo Rex.
Hello.
Young Chris, JB Smooth. News kept rolling in. And I like that as the day went by. First news, though, to make note of, and we have to talk about it because he's the greatest NFL coach of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick.
Yes.
Retired.
Retired.
Well, I don't know about retire. I'm sorry. Stepping away from the New England Patriots.
Yeah, he got
I
fired.
should say. Mutually.
Yeah.
It was a mutual dumping.
It was a mutual breakup. Yeah. No, he got dumped.
Mine were too.
Which, I mean, look, the greatest coach of all time. But there's no doubt about it. If you were to go grab Don Shula, who I would say was probably one of the greatest coaches beforehand, and you dropped him into the 2020s and asked him to coach up Super Bowl roster, I don't know if he'd be able to. The times
So you think
changed.
he's cooked?
Stop. Why do you always do that?
No,
Why you always do So he's cancerous.
that's what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying times have
can't
changed.
coach.
No, I'm saying the game's different. The game's
He's terrible.
different.
No,
Yeah. No, I just don't know if he's built for.
So his coaching style isn't applicable in today's NFL.
I think
Like
so.
it can't.
Yeah.
You're saying he's cooked. No, I'm just kidding. It's I don't know if I'd go that far to say he's cooked, but I just.
I think at the foundation of it,
He's not an offensive guru. We all know that. He's a defensive coach. That defense is still pretty damn good.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
It's been about offense for the longest. He's still been thriving. He's been thriving,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this, and I truly believe this about Bill Belichick, is I don't know if he's ever been like the greatest GM per se. I think he's always been a better coach than he was GM.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see like the pieces he gets, he can coach them up, and they're like very, I don't want to say useful. That sounds weird.
Overachievers.
Yes, they do really well within like his system. He knows what he wants them to do. But when they go to elsewhere, they're not that great of like individual players.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like part of it too. Is like the fact he obviously you give him that role because he is the greatest coach of all time. He has given you 6 Super Bowls. He doesn't have a losing record all time, and he's just winning record against every single franchise in the NFL.
It's wild.
But I don't know. I think he should have been relieved of those duties at some point before you removed him as like just everything. And I get he's contentious. Again, times change though. It's gonna.
He's cooked.
He's not cooked. I don't think he's cooked. I think he's still a good coach. I just don't know like
You
if
think
his
he's going
coaching
somewhere
style
else?
is. Yeah. So this is not my original thought. So I'm stealing this from Pat McAfee. And they didn't really like delve into it too much. But like, look at how like thirsty and deprived they are in Carolina right now for like wanting like something to win, like a winning situation. Like David Tepper is a very impatient man.
Mm-hmm.
He's the second richest owner in the league. He could easily throw it back at Bill Belichick and ask him to fix it. I think if you're gonna have him fix it, I don't know if I want him as a head coach. I think you should get him in like the front office and.
You don't think he wants to go for
advisor.
that record?
Yeah, he wants to go for the record.
Don Shula's record?
The all-time wins?
Yeah.
How far is he away?
Not very far.
Now it would take him realistically if he is on a decent team, it would take him like 3-4 seasons.
Let's see.
I believe he's
Don
like,
Shula's got 328. Bill Belichick has 302.
That's crazy. So you need like 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
two really good
Andy
seasons or
Reid's
like 4 solid seasons.
Give Don
and that's
Shula's, like,
another
all-time
reason
record?
too why I think he wants
Shut
to go.
up, Chris.
But that's another reason why, because he knows that Andy Reid is right on his tail for that record. So like he's got to not only break the Don record, but also just keep putting up distance between him and Andy.
Jeff Fisher has more wins than Bill Parcells.
I mean, he coached forever. Forever.
Crazy.
I guess my question to you was I was asking, like, what's Don Shula's, like, overall record?
Don Shula's overall record, he was, 380, there are 328 and 152.
What's Belichick?
Or 156 with 6 ties. Belichick is 302 and 165 with 0 ties. So he's got less wins and more losses.
Damn.
Don Shula was the GOAT.
Does he want that, though? I mean, is anybody, like...
I mean, if
John
that
Shula's,
close,
I
why
think
would you
Bill
not
Belichick
want
is the
it?
greatest coach.
Yeah.
Don Shula's career winning percentage is 67.7%.
That's insane.
Bill
He had
Belichick's
the
is
undefeated season with the Dolphins, too.
64.7. Andy Reid's is 64.1.
What were you about to say, Chris?
That's pretty wild.
I was just about to say, I mean, with the Carolina situation, look no further than here in Detroit, right? That just reminded me instantly of the Monty thing, right? Where Tom Gores the owner just wants to, make the splash, the headline splash, rather than doing what's actually right for the team. So, and listen, Carolina's been linked as a dysfunctional organization. I don't think anybody will argue that, and obviously look how the Pistons are. So,
Yeah.
I'd say that there's some validity to that.
Yeah, the one thing, too, again, just relating to, like, today's culture, like, the player empowerment, like, I don't know, man. I would be curious to see if it works, if he goes to, like, Carolina to restart it,
Yeah.
But because as much as, like, it may bother these grown men or, like, the players of today's age, it's obviously a proven recipe. I don't know that, like, well, I guess it was a fresh start from when he first took over in New England. I was trying to think of any situation he's had that he, like, just rebuilt. Because it's always been, like, for the longest when they were winning, it was he and Brady.
But, I mean, this just reeks of, like, the thing I hear in NBA circles, too, is, like, with Pop, right? Like, Pop and Belichick, to me, are kind of similar in that they're arguably the GOATs of their field, of their sport. And, look at where the Spurs are. The Pistons are trash, but the Spurs are right there with the Pistons. And, I think that maybe time has passed for both of those great coaches.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have an issue with that. I don't know. I don't think he's cooked in terms of, like, coaching the game, calling X's and O's, and like having, like, philosophies and whatnot. I just think it's, like, relating to the players, getting them motivated.
To the players for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he comes from, like, the authoritative, like back in the day, we kind of talk to guys like pieces of shit or like.
But I also think, like, players will respect it from Bill Belichick.
Yes.
More than they would of Matt Patricia because
Yeah.
it's fucking Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I think
He's got 6 Super Bowls.
Everyone branching off his coaching tree, like, beneath him. I think that's a perfect example of, like, that coaching style not being relevant today. Again, and you make a great point, though. It coming from Bill Belichick is a lot different than coming from Matt Patricia, who freaking rolled in on a scooter to tell you were lazy. But
That's wild.
it's just a different day and age. Again, Don Shula, as great as he is, I don't know if you could drop him in the 2020s and he's coaching you up a Super Bowl in the way things are ran. This is my opinion.
It's fair.
You think he still could do it? You still got some left in him?
I think he was sad at the press conference. Like,
Yeah, he was.
He didn't want to go. We talked about it yesterday. Pete Carroll also fired. He didn't want to go either. He fought hard to try to keep that coaching spot.
Someone
they kind of
told
forced
me-
Pete Carroll out.
And I didn't look it up to see for myself. Maybe I should have. But someone told me that Pete Carroll is still going to take a front office role with the
They said
Seahawks.
maybe.
Yeah. Which, again, I think that's what it's Pete Carroll 72, if I'm not mistaken. Bill Belichick 71.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what they want to do, bro. Like, being a head coach is stressful.
Pete Carroll still wanted to coach.
I could see it.
He still wanted to coach. He literally said he still wanted to coach.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they kind of forced him out.
Bill Belichick, by the way, almost got choked up.
Yeah.
He did get choked
He
up.
did get choked up a little bit. It's the
He
most
did shed
emotion I've
tears.
ever seen him show.
It was the craziest thing. Talking about the Patriots fans. But he's been through a lot of them guys.
Yeah, for sure.
That Bill, he's the greatest. Man.
Bill, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT, for sure. And it sucks. That's 2 GOATs down in 2
him and
days.
Saban.
Nick Saban and Bill Belichick both retire one day
Yeah.
after each other.
I didn't get to.
They should
yeah.
start a podcast, GOAT Talk.
So I think that was also something they were saying earlier is like,
That'd be the most boring podcast ever.
It would.
it would. Oh, yeah. It would be tremendous.
But they'd be informative, but it would be really boring.
David Tepper, all that bread, just hires all 3 of them. Makes it a brain trust.
Well, Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, and
Bill
Bill
Belichick.
Belichick. That'd be a lot of money.
I'm pretty sure Nick Saban was Bill Belichick's defensive coordinator once upon a time. I think in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. They worked together, which is crazy. That's how great Bill, or that philosophy, I should say. Which, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't all like stem from Bill Parcells, which like Dan Campbell gets a little chunk of that too.
Yep.
this is a great. Look at us, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
With that philosophy and mindset and whatnot.
Definitely helps.
But
Definitely
Dan Campbell's able to, like, again, I think he's able to translate it to today's day and age where you communicate that or articulate those same, like, theories and thoughts and philosophies down to, like, today's player, you know. Dan Campbell, I forget who was on the NFL Network, but they had mentioned that, like, they talk about, because he went to Texas Tech with them. There's somebody filling in for Jason McCourty, former player. And he's like, I knew Dan Campbell was going to be there from the day I met him. I'd never seen anybody mesh across an entire locker room and have an established, like, actual relationship with, like, everybody from, like, every cultural background.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell's just that dude.
He's just a cool guy.
Yeah. And
He's just cool. He's just bro. He's just dude being dude.
It's dude being dude. That's why I think he could translate those, again, philosophies and those Bill Parcells teachings, the sternness, and people ever buy in if it's your boy. You know, he's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know, Dan Campbell's good at that. Ben Johnson today called him the best leader he's ever been around.
It's like us in the group chat today. Just dudes being dudes, man.
Dudes being dudes. Bryson got in on X.
Yeah, that was funny. Did you show him the video first?
No.
come on.
It's no, he's good. We watch music videos every once in a while.
It's fair.
He'll catch something.
Yeah.
You're like, she's pretty. I'm like,
Hell
Oh my God.
Jesus. People are giving you shit for that hat in the chat.
this hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get a hat check?
They're saying it's Detroit Rams hat.
Yeah.
It's not a Detroit Rams hat. This is
It's got both their
you guys
colors.
just don't support the military. If that's the case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Detroit Lions military hat from like 2013, 2014.
Still hat?
So you guys don't support the military? It's definitely not Detroit Rams hat. It's clearly a lion.
Dude, that's like conflicting opinions.
What?
The grid, the Jeff I. Frady grid, where it's all the certain profile pictures.
Yeah.
That's conflicting opinions. Like,
What?
I don't support the military. That's not a Detroit Rams hat. Like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
meme where the guy's sweating trying to press.
Which one? Yeah.
trying to
No,
press
this
the
is
button.
definitely not Detroit Rams hat. I was vehemently against the Detroit Rams. I caught heat for it. A lot of people were hating on me for it, but I think you were discussing FUCKs for jumping on that bandwagon. Like I'm not even talking about supporting Matthew Stafford at all because like he's the op this week specifically.
Yeah.
But that time period, like we were still banking on that draft pick. Mm-hmm. So to have like dick rode that for as long as you did, it was gross to me. I'm a Lions fan at the end of the day. I wanted the best pick. If it meant Matthew Stafford sucking for those 2 years, let it be. I would love nothing more than that. Then after those 2 years, okay.
Do what you want.
Now we'll see you in the playoffs, which we will.
Bada bing, bada boom. Says Eazy hates puppies. I think that's where we should leave it. Chris, tell us about Glorious.
All right, Glorious Cannabis
Bada
is
boom,
back
bada bing,
with
my
a
bad.
new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good, it's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of your Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. You can find them at Dispo Dispensary and get them 25% off using the promo code Woodward at checkout. Visit gloriouscanna.com today.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. To join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrady, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this?
You don't know how to use it?
This is better.
Join now through January 12th for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
R.I.P. to the same old Lions. Big thanks to Sheila, Brad, and Dan for putting them to rest. And guess what else has found its grave? Same old rock, paper, scissors. Jack Labrador has revolutionized that tired game with 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. Discover the action at jacklabrador.gg now and figure out why. Once you go Jack, you never go back.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live at WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, spin more racks.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. If you haven't already, hit the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Jerry Jacobs had a cryptic message. Sends out thank you, Detroit.
Yeah.
I just DM'd him. After the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson stuff, I just went straight to the source.
Straight to the source.
Don't want to mix this one up.
Yep.
All right, I don't want to be in a Twitter beef. What's up? And it's an injury.
It is. Yeah, he was on the injury report. He did not practice today. That sucks, man.
Yep.
That sucks because that was some important depth in that secondary. You look
Absolutely.
now, our outside cornerbacks, if pray to God Cam Sutton or Kendall Vilder doesn't roll an ankle, because then you have Khalil Dorsey.
Why you say it out loud?
And you got Khalil Dorsey and you've got everybody's favorite Will Harris as your backups now. Because I know some of you were on Twitter like, oh, thank God, get Jerry out of here, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, that's disgusting.
Just ridiculous, crazy work. Like, this man came from the couch, came as an undrafted free agent, started a lot of games for this team, played very well for this team for a prolonged period of time. And he is an important backup on this team. He is an important depth piece for that outside corner spot, because everybody that was cheering, everybody was on Twitter saying, oh, good shit, oh, blah. Hope you're ready for Will Harris. Hope you guys are big Will Harris fans, because that's who you got.
Yeah, I mean, even beyond that, it's kind of just gross. Like, and I guess they didn't know it was an injury, so I can't abuse them too much. But to have cheered on an injury at that point too, it's like, bro, like that's always gross work.
I mean, just cheering on an ending in general.
Yeah,
it takes a specific ending to want it to be justified in rooting for it. You know, like
yes.
Patricia, you know, that's justifiable to cheer when that's over with. But like Jerry Jacobs, the contributions he's done to this team. I mean, do people forget about, what was that, like 10 weeks ago, that Packers game, 12 weeks ago? I know it was early in the season, but I mean, damn, that was one of the best performances from any cornerback on this roster in the last couple years. That was a great game. So, yeah, depth piece hurts to miss him. It's gonna suck.
I think as special teams, I think as a tackler, Jerry Jacobs provides you again the depth that you said.
Yeah.
That again, people want to bitch about Will Harris, like. Jerry Jacobs was an upgrade over that. And I think it just hurts to lose any piece when you're striving to win a Super Bowl at this point. But it is what it is. I guess it makes the decision easier for the James Houston, right? Nobody has to get caught in that situation. He was a full participant in practice. Actually, Chris, if you don't mind, we want to put the practice report up. I want to see what happened today versus, we should have led with this. Or maybe waiting for a little bit more people to get in the room. How about, can I say it now? You want to save it for like a whole separate segment?
Which one?
Sammy LaPorta.
That's definitely, we're saving that for next segment.
Okay.
We have a video on it. That's going to be our clip.
Okay. Well, then we're talking injuries then.
But yeah, you look at the injury report here. A lot of you see pretty much the whole offensive line got a day off, which is great. You see Graham Glasgow, Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker all got the day off on Wednesday. Full practices for all of them. James Houston, full practices. The problem is back.
Yes, sir.
He had a full practice today, so you love to see that. James Mitchell with a limited practice. Brian Branch, full practice. We know he had a little bit of an injury in that last game. Jamison Williams, back-to-back full practices. You love to see that.
I knew that was going on.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the situation he was out last week was to keep him healthy for the actual playoff game. There is.
Yeah, no, and I'm excited to see what's going on there. The Teddy Bridgewater stuff might be a little weird, and so is Hendon Hooker going to be the guy? But Teddy Bridgewater was not listed at practice. He did not practice again today. So I'm worried, man. I'm worried. That is a big list, but a lot of them were full practices. The important guys that I wanted to look at on that list were Jamison Williams, Brian Branch, and then see how that offensive line is doing. And now that all those offensive linemen are back to full practice, love to see that. Jamison Williams, back-to-back full practices, love to see that. And we'll see what's going on with Sam LaPorta. We have some quotes on that later, but that's something we can wait for.
Chris, just zoom in the camera real quick. I hate to even do this for audio listeners. What are we doing, guys? Are you cousins? I don't want to cancel myself. This is a Detroit Lions hat, brother. I wouldn't be caught dead with a Rams. This is a Lions hat. What are we doing, guys?
Lions.
What are we doing?
Lions fans.
Come on.
Lions
You don't support the
fans.
military? You sick fucks.
Dog got a Rams hat.
That is crazy. Oh, don't read that guy's comments at all.
What?
Oh, no, that's a different guy.
Exo Screens.
I thought you read somebody else's. Got to see my bruises from yesterday, too. I did see something on there, which I guess we kind of like relate to tomorrow's, or not, I'm sorry, not tomorrow's, but the next segment. James Mitchell's hand injury. I don't like that.
No.
Not comfortable with that being on there. But it looks like Khalif Raymond, by all reports, he's probably not going to be playing this Sunday. Brian Branch, it's nice to see him back as a full participant. We got some stuff on that one in terms of like stopping the LA Rams offense. I think he's going to be a huge piece of that. And as you said, too, the offensive line is getting regular rest days. Rest up.
Kenny Powers asked, did LaPorta or did Lagota participate today in a limited role? We'll have more on that on the next segment. You're going to have to stay tuned. But we have some quotes, some audio of Lagota himself on what he thinks is going to go down. So yeah. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that, too.
But are you worried about this secondary now even more? The outside corner? Obviously, the middle of the secondary, the safety spots, the nickel, that's fine. That's better than it's ever been. But those outside corner spots.
Yeah, I am.
Now with Jerry.
I am, absolutely, yeah. That's the piece of the defense that you're most concerned about. When you look at like the way the season's played out, the secondary's been like the inconsistent piece. We've been saved in certain situations. Lots of drops by Devontae Adams in that Monday night game. He had a couple opportunities to go for big scores. Mike Evans, who's been killing it all year, he had a couple drops, or even a situation where I think Baker just missed him on the throw with it. Like those are like the star-studded receivers that have been eating against the Detroit Lions all year on this Detroit Lions secondary. We're going to need all the help we can get, all the depth we can get. And as you said, too, I mean, the Will Harris piece, the biggest piece of it for me. I always felt like Jerry Jacobs, that would like be his role based off like his body type. But obviously with Brian Branch there at the nickel spot, like you're not going to see lots of snaps there. But it just, it hurts to lose any type of depth piece when it comes to the playoffs. It is what it is. This is the other thing, too, is my man's a free agent this upcoming season.
Yeah.
So it may have been like just the last we've seen of our guy, Jerry Jacobs, in Detroit Lions uniform. That's why he shot that tweet. Which, I mean, I wish him well, whether he turns or really goes elsewhere, to watch his story, to be a part of, like, the renaissance of Detroit Lions. Like, he was a huge piece of that.
Yeah.
I know when Dan had, like, shout out the OGs, he had started, like, initially with Dan Campbell's, like, first year, but he definitely went through, like, the lows his first year coming in and rocked through and remained consistent, gotten better.
Did a lot for this team this year. I think he's still the team leader in interceptions, if I'm –
he's just behind Kirby now.
He's got
He's got 3. I think Kirby's got 4.
Okay, but still,
the
guy went out there and played. He gave you everything he had, and he was listed on the injury report today with a knee injury. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. Although it is looking like it's going to cause him to miss the playoffs, and that is some serious depth on that outside corner spot that the Lions are going to be missing going forward. So Jerry, hopefully you get healthy, you're ready to go for your next opportunity. We appreciate everything you did in Detroit Lions uniform.
Do you think Houston plays this week?
Yes.
Have you seen the full practices for him?
Yes.
Do you think he's going to be in game shape?
Yes.
Do you think people should expect or like limit their expectations for the return, being they didn't get to play in that Vikings game? Like,
no.
Get his feet under him? You think he's full go?
Yes. I think it's. We talked about it yesterday with Kool-Aid. When you were rolling with dudes. I think that Kool-Aid is
shout the crown
on the same page as me, to where James Houston, he's not DeMarcus Ware, he's not Myles Garrett, he's not TJ Watt, but it's a guy who consistently can win one-on-one matchups. And when you put that on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, who's been heating up past couple games with Ali McNeil back, who had a pretty good game against the Vikings. He was getting in there. He had a couple QB hits. And you put the problem on the other side, that's going to help. He's going to win one-on-ones. He's going to get us. I guarantee if he plays to a capacity of 25-plus snaps against the Rams, he gets a sack.
I think that's a lot, isn't it?
Nah.
I guess depending
like a third of their snaps, I would say.
I think he's going to be a little bit limited for those pass rushing downs, like for those opportunities to go and get the quarterback. Because even there's a guy that who's contracted up lately as well, too. Not to obviously like the level of Aiden Hutchinson.
Pascal?
No. Well, yeah, him too.
He's been playing well.
But in terms of like an outside defender, Romeo Okwara. I think Romeo Okwara had a sack against the Cowboys. Let me check real quick. Hold on. Sack against Minnesota the first game. He looks like he didn't play. Only played like 9 or 8 snaps the Dallas game. We had a couple QB hits, and then against Minnesota again. And AG talked about him a little bit today too, thinking that he's finally like recovered back from that Achilles injury he had suffered last year that held him out for the rest of the season. I think Romeo Okwara probably. I think it's gonna be a snap share.
Yeah.
I don't know that James Houston's ready to go like full goal just yet, unless maybe they held him back last week to prevent any type of injury. I don't know. Because they also said they want people to get their feet wet before heading into these playoffs. James Houston not just as like a get your feet wet I get just in the game because you've been gone since week 2.
Yeah. All right. Get his feet wet right now.
Yeah.
Get his feet wet right now. Like put him on some full practice reps.
Water shoes.
Yeah.
All week.
Give him some moccasins. Like let him go out there and make some plays. You need this guy. You haven't got anything consistently opposite of Hutch for the entire year, and that's the main reason of that is because the problem, who was going to be your second best pass rusher this year, has not played for a majority of the season. So get him out there, let him do what he does best, and that's rip a quarterback's head off.
Amen. Let's go to break. When we get back, I just want to talk about the exciting news today.
LaPorta.
Sam LaPorta. Practice in limited fashion, more so on the side. As they say, he wasn't a full participant on the practice sheet, but he spoke with the media as well. But first, let me tell you guys about Mark White. Whether you're buying or selling real estate, Mark White's the place to go. It's markwhitesells.com, or give him a call at 248-290-8242. Because right now, he can save you up to $5,000 on your closing costs. You heard it right. That's $5,000 on your closing costs. Do the home buying process right, and that's with Mark White. markwhitesells.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service to customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by my guys Smo Rex, Young Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Breaking news.
You don't have to do all that.
Do you have the graph? Oh, that guy gets, no. That's 100% done. That guy, hate that guy. Had every opportunity to show up to the MMA gym yesterday to be about what he talked about, and he ain't about it. He done showing that guy.
He's a troll, man.
That guy's done. We're done with that guy.
He's a troll.
I don't care.
Way to draw a
Do
line.
not care. I want to talk about Sam LaPorta. Do you have the graphic?
Yeah.
Or you want to do the video first?
Video.
Oh,
We don't need the graphic. We play the video and hear from his own words.
all right.
the video.
Here's his words.
Got some reps today at practice, starting to feel better day by day, and see where it takes me tomorrow, and really just taking it a day at a time. Because when it first happened, it didn't feel great, and I feel like I've started to bounce back quickly, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm optimistic. We'll see.
You said you got
Can
some
you
reps.
explain just the sense of relief? I mean, just the initial moment versus when you were able to get it tested and find out what the diagnosis
It was certainly a little scary when it first happened. I mean, I think everybody had probably seen a picture of it. There was definitely a sigh of relief when I found out structurally everything was good. So.
You said you got some reps at practice today. Can you explain what you were able to do, what you're maybe still not able to do?
I mean, I was taking the same blocking reps that we do in our individual drill. I was getting reps of those. Ran some routes with Jared. So yeah.
Feels good now? I mean,
I'm working through it. It's the best way to say it.
Were you getting treatment while we were watching?
Yeah, I was getting treatment. I was getting it warmed up to get out there on the field and just make it feel as best as it could. And went out there and go after it a little bit.
So shout out to Colton Pouncey for getting that video and putting it out there. We got it from his Twitter. He is the Lions beat reporter for The Athletic. So shout out to him for putting that video out there of Sam Lagoda saying that he's feeling better day by day, and he is optimistic that he will be able to play on Sunday. Obviously, this is huge. If Sam LaPorta plays, he has been a fixture of this offense. He has been the best tight end in the NFL all year. He leads tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns. It is extremely important to have him as a part of this offense. He is a safety blanket for Jared Goff. The Rams linebacking core is not great in coverage, so Sam LaPorta would be a weapon against this team. We know how Ben Johnson loves to utilize his tight ends. So it'd be huge if Sam LaPorta is a go against the Rams. I hope he's out there. I hope he's ready to go. And it sounds like from him that he's gonna do everything he can to get out there on the field on Sunday.
He's gonna play. There's no if, there's no ends. Like, he is 100% playing. I can't report that officially, but if he's out there running routes, he's playing. This is a Thursday. The game's on Sunday. He's got more time to heal. I didn't get to hit on air about this. I don't know if I even got to say it on Tuesday, but I think it was Chris Long. Chris Long has a podcast he does with his brother Kyle, and he had mentioned he had a similar injury to that too. And basically what they do is they just drain the blood, and like, you're able to play. It hurts like hell, but you're able to play and perform. It's like some sort of standard.
Yeah.
This is a playoff game. This is make or break. This is go home. And initially this topic was supposed to be like how I feel like people should stop sleeping on James Mitchell in this situation. But now it's not even.
You can keep sleeping on James Mitchell because LaPorta's back.
Exactly.
I'm extremely excited for this. I really want him to play. James Mitchell would have been a fine receiving tight end, if need be. He would have been a fine option because we saw what Ben Johnson could do in his offense with tight ends last year when Shane Zylstra and Brock Wright went out there and were making plays as well as James Mitchell. So if it's a spot start for James Mitchell, I wouldn't have been too worse for wears, knowing that he can hold his own and he is a good player in his own respect, but he is not the caliber of player. No disrespect to James Mitchell. He's not the caliber of player as Sam LaPorta. And having him out there with the kind of chemistry that him and Goff have formed all year, with the comfort level that Goff has with Sam LaPorta, it'll be extremely important if he's out there on Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams. And again, this is not confirmed that he's going to play, but per his own statements, he's feeling more comfortable every day, and he's optimistic that he's going to play on Sunday.
And by the way, too, I still don't think you guys should be sleeping on James Mitchell. The injury report, him having the hand situation, maybe changed things a little bit, but I think he's still an athletic piece that you drafted out of, I think it was VT, Virginia Tech, and he was still productive as a receiver. Like, that was like his attributes coming out of that draft class was him as a receiver. But the thing that Sam LaPorta does best, and just watching a little bit of film like today, just being a nerd about it, dude, his route running is tremendous.
Yes.
His feel for the game, the same way Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, you may look at him and you're like, okay, he doesn't run the fastest 40. He's not 6'4". He doesn't have that the greatest catch radius, but he knows where to sit in zone coverages. He knows where to find the open lanes. That's the same thing Sam LaPorta had, and as you said too, the rapport with Jared Goff on top of that. A lot of these third down situations, whether it was, by the way, coming into the season, or whether it was last season, I could be mixing it up, but Jared Goff straight told you blank, I'm going to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's my guy. That's my security blanket. We saw that break this year, and that new relationship form with Sam LaPorta. So he's playing. He's playing, and it's great, again, for those clutch situations, those third down situations, and just to keep the defense on his toes.
The only L.A. I want to see scoring touchdowns out there on Sunday is L.A. Porta. Put him out there and let him go to work. I'd be extremely more confident if the Lions have LaPorta ready to go. He is a huge part of this offense.
I think the one piece, you go back to what Dan Campbell said yesterday, is that if he doesn't play, it's not because it's because he's not able to play to his standard. Both if he's not beneficial to the team, it would make no sense to put him out there while he's injured. Yeah. But this is a good sign. The fact that he's out there running routes on a Thursday, that's great. That's great news, and I'll take that all day. Sam LaPorta, again, unofficially, but it's looking pretty damn promising that he'll be there for the first playoff game in Ford Field in Everton. The first home Detroit Lions game since 1993. And in the first Detroit Lions playoff victory in that same time span.
And I couldn't imagine it without him. Mm-hmm. He's been such an important factor of this team all year.
Huge.
He's been such a pivotal workhorse for this offense all year. Like I said, 10 touchdowns. Leads all tight ends in the NFL. That's not to be forgotten. He is an important factor of the Lions offense in the red zone. He's probably their biggest threat in the red zone when it comes to receiving the ball. So hopefully LaPorta is ready to go on Sunday, and all signs are pointing to him being ready to go.
JB, you got to go to the Super Bowl. How you feeling?
I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie about the whole thing. Just the simple fact that how much Jared Goff and we all depend on Sam LaPorta to be out there. If he can at least log an above limited practice tomorrow, I think he has as they say, an outside shot of playing. If anything, I'm sure you've, coached up Mitchell and Brock Wright as much as you can to at least put them out there, and you have Sam LaPorta on the sidelines, at least suited up in a break in case of emergency need. And then I would be okay with that. At least sitting him out at least 1 week to get him prepared for next week where he's a full go.
I would give my knee as tribute for Sam LaPorta for this game.
There you go.
You could take my knee. You could take both my knees and put them on the one. Like, just leave me in a wheelchair. I don't care. You can have my knee.
I just picture you in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Let's go.
I can see Spenny on a wheelchair at the 50-yard line. Let's go.
For real. I mean, I would do it. I would sacrifice my knee for Sam LaPorta. You can have it. Take it. Keep it. I got hot girl knees too, so it's fine.
I'll tell you what, I know for
I'm so fucking jacked for this game, dude. I can't.
I know.
Tomorrow, one more day.
He's going to be used in red zone situations for damn sure. I know at the very least he'll be there in the red zone situations. Like that's where he eats. The guys has what is 4 of those guys with 10 touchdowns this year?
Yes.
That's just the fact of just having him out there is going to open up situations for Amon-Ra, going to open up situations for J-Mo. And we got our keys to the game, or I'm sorry, key players for this game too that we'll go over in a little bit. But Sam LaPorta is one of them. If I would have known he was healthy, he would have been number 1 on that list, or at least within the top 3. Sam LaPorta, I believe, is going to be playing for the Detroit Lions, and I think this reaffirms beyond the waxing crescent being a thing, which means we're waxing that ass when it comes to the LA Rams. But the Detroit Lions are going to win on Sunday.
Yeah.
I know it's Thursday. We do our predictions officially tomorrow. I've become more sure of that as the week has gone on.
Just a fan says, Spenny, is Dan Campbell going to bite your knee off and give it to LaPorta? I'll bite my own knee off and give it to LaPorta.
I'd let Dan Campbell bite my knee off.
I'd let Dan Campbell bite my knee off too. Yeah, and as long as he's giving it to LaPorta, or just for fun.
He probably would even want to hunt you down.
Yeah.
He'd be like, no, you can't just give it to me.
Yeah, like the most dangerous game type shit.
Yeah.
Dude, how scary would that be, being hunted by Dan Campbell?
Oh, dude. Listen, after that Pittsburgh Steelers game, I was like, dude, every single tie in the NFL should be decided by the coaches heading to the middle of the field and just squabbling it out. Yeah. Just fight. And the Detroit Lions, like the teams were just, all right, you concede. They don't even let it go.
Nobody wants to fight Dan Campbell.
Nobody wants to smoke.
No head coach wants to fight Dan Campbell.
Maybe Sean McDermott. That's the only one.
Remember we did that
KLC's
Mike. We did that Mike Vrabel breakdown. We did that Mike Vrabel. Versus
He's not head coach anymore.
Not head coach anymore.
Sorry, loser. Get your money up, not your funny up. But I just think that
was nasty.
But like I said, I'm just excited for Dan Campbell. I'm excited for Jared Goff. I'm excited for this Lions team to go out there. Oh man, I don't even know. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. It's just starting to click. Like today, it was like, shit. Like the Lions are playing a playoff game at home on Sunday. The Lions are going to win a playoff game in Ford Field on Sunday. Something I've never seen happen in my entire life.
No one's seen that.
A feeling I've never seen happen ever. The Detroit Lions are going to win a playoff game on Sunday. I can't wait for it, bro. You thought I was blacked out after KC.
Oh yeah.
Shit's gonna get rowdy in here. I'm gonna be flipping Booner over the table and shit.
Hey yo,
damn right.
Hey yo, I'm leaving with something.
I just pictured that video with Shaq and like Kevin
Remember
Hart.
what I was doing, Lucas, when I came after?
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
not
belt?
yeah. No, hey, Sam LaPorta being back kind of staples it, man. And like I said, even if he's not used within in between the 20s, I know once we get within that 20 in the red zone, he's going to be a piece of that. And dude, he might even score. I'm cashing it in. Detroit Lions are winning, and Sam LaPorta being back unofficially it confirms that for me.
Yes.
If I'm being quite honest with you. Beyond him himself, or Amon-Ra St. Brown, for the running backs, I think like the things that made him. What do you think it is that made him so pivotal to the offense? Because Ben Johnson was cooking up last year without the tight ends.
His size, his ability to run after the catch, his ability to evade tacklers. Like, we saw him
that's true.
Move around guys, make dudes miss an
open
open
less
field.
Of that actually with the banged up knee, like less of the breaking the tackles.
I don't care. Don't care. Just put him
he
out
even
there.
feels like he falls forward for even when he got hurt. He fell forward for like extra yards or like another yard or two. Like that's just his play style. Sam LaPorta being back again. You guys want to talk it over? You want to debate it? I mean, call in. We can. Any Rams fans out there, fucking nerds. But
yeah,
Detroit Lions taking the dub.
Or Detroit Rams fans.
Keep fixing your hat over there, man. Just showing it off for the camera.
The Lions are taking the dub for sure.
Goddamn sure. All right, let's go to break. Tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm, obviously customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night. No, Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-UP. That's 1-800-STAY-UP. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
It's a new year, but the same deals. Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plug. They got the best curated cannabis in the business. And not just cannabis, but products as well. Must be 21 and up. And make sure you guys head over to the one in Romeo, open till midnight. Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plug. What up, though? Welcome back to the World of That Waste, live on WordSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by guys from Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. And boys, by the way, hit the like button, 5-star review. Hit the like button, 5-star review. Like button, all that good stuff like that. We just confirmed Detroit Lions are winning. Or we at least spoke our opinion Detroit Lions are winning. Time to stand on business about it, Spinny. Who are 3 key players? Or give me one. We'll Kanye and Jay-Z it.
Right.
Watch the throwing style. Why the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. And what they need to do to make sure that happens.
Okay. You want to hear my number one?
Number one.
Aiden motherfucking Hutchinson. The prodigal son. The Michigan man. Just saw his team, his former team, win a national championship. He's got to be as juiced as ever. Aiden Hutchinson is going to be one of the reasons the Lions win in Ford Field on Sunday. He is going to be giving Stafford hell. He is going to be running all over that field, chasing people down, chasing Stafford down, getting Kyron Williams down in the backfield. He is going to have, 2 tackles for loss and a sack and a half out of Aiden Hutchinson in this game with a forced fumble.
I'm with that, actually. I think Aiden Hutchinson...
He's been hot, man. He's been hot. He's been heating up when you need it most. And now you have Aleem McNeil back. That is going to help him out even more because Aleem's going to be pushing that center back into Stafford's lap. Stafford's going to roll out. Hutch is going to be waiting for him. Give me Aiden Hutchinson to have a big day. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time spots. And we've seen Aiden Hutchinson do it before in a regular season with the strip sack safety of Justin Fields when the game was on the line. We're going to see him do it in his first playoff game, his first career playoff game, his first playoff start, the first home playoff game in Ford Field history. Aiden Hutchinson's going to go out there. He's going to put up a game.
Aiden Hutchinson, for me, and I didn't put him on my list for some reason, but no, I think he's a piece of it. He's a part of it. Aiden Hutchinson, as you said, big-time players make big-time plays. That's what he's going to do. He's going against a backup left tackle, if not mistaken, in the LA Rams. And the situation, too, the thing I love most is, he is heating up. He's not cashing these sacks the same way he did in the Commanders game in 2022. He's actually blowing through these tackles, and he's getting to them. And if you go back, I think it's last week or the week before, and you watch him in the St. Brown Brothers podcast, and he's like, look, guys, Like, I appreciate you having me on. I got 30 minutes. I got cryo chamber. I got rookie dinner. Like, he's really regimented. Even if you listen to the playlist he listens to, it's like opera. Same way that Herman Moore actually listened to. But it's like opera, like just climactic stuff that he listens to. He's all about doing the things the right way. And so for him to continue that resume and have it cashed in and like be rewarded with it with those few sacks is beautiful. You see the best version of him. He's not going to stop being great. He's only encouraged by these methods and the way he goes about things. And you hear it from the defensive coordinator. I mean, you're going to watch it quite literally this Sunday. If it's not a damn sack in itself, I'm guarantee he's going to disrupt Matthew Stafford. And that's the way they're going to need to beat these LA Rams. I think you need to rush Stafford and cause him to make the stupid throw. I mean, he's going to make the throws either way. He has great arm talent. He's going to throw up those 50-50 balls. But if they're rushed, they're more likely to go your way. And you have a plethora of playmakers to catch that ball once it's up there. I'm talking about from the Chauncey Gardner-Johnsons, to Kirby Joseph, to Fontu Melifonwus. Like, it's they're going to capitalize on it. I'm going to stay defense with you, too, on mine. I'm going to go Jack Campbell. That was one of yours?
Yeah!
The meat
Fucking
missile.
love it, Jack the Ripper!
Listen, man, I think it's been beautiful to, like, watch this man mature into what he may be. I don't think, obviously we haven't seen the final form, but we've watched him like grow this entire season. From only hitting the field as a Sam linebacker, because that's the only way they could find a way to put him on the field, to just now roaming around in the middle, to the point where on this past week against the Minnesota Vikings and against the Dallas Cowboys, you couldn't have not noticed him. He was everywhere. Yes. And I had this I think it was a tweet from Nate Tice, I think he is, with The Athletic. And basically what he put was, like, it's like a heat tracking of like where Matthew Stafford eats with Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. And one thing I want you to notice, it's all in front of our playmakers.
Yes.
It's all in front of our playmakers. As soon as I saw this, my first comment was CJ, Kirby, Jack, and I'll throw Anzalone in there too. Brian Branch, they're going to eat.
Yes.
That's where all the action is happening. It's right in front of these guys' eyes, and they are playmakers. And Brian Branch, as much as we've seen him patrol the field, Jack Campbell, it's time to see him take the next step. And we've watched him progress every bit of the way through the season. Again, from the Sam linebacker to patrolling the middle of the field to like being there and making the damn tackle and being a noticeable, aggressive-ass tackle too, to now we're about to start seeing the playmaking part of it. And I'm telling you, I may sound crazy to expect that evolution to happen in the playoffs, but if you throw it up just one more time, Chris, if you watch like where these balls are going, this 6'5" behemoth of a man,
yes,
the meat missile is going to capitalize on it. Whether he's going to get his hands up on one of these balls in the middle of the field, or he's going to knock them out of somebody else's hands, and GJ's going to be there to catch it. It's going to happen.
Yes.
Jack Campbell is one of my keys to the game and destroying the Los Angeles Rams come this Sunday in Ford Field. And you fans, speaking of linebackers, I just got to get in here while we can. We got a video from Anzalone. Do we have it?
Yeah.
Can we play that video from Anzalone?
Play that video.
This is how you guys need to come ready. We come strategically when you want to come and cheer for your Detroit Lions while they're on defense.
Give me a second.
I gotta give him a second.
1313 says Spenny be white light until he talks about Jack Campbell. Then my dog gets alabaster real quick. Jack Campbell, corn-fed cornbread, brother. No, I think he's gonna have a big game too, bro. He's been playing well. He's been heating up. He's been getting better and better as he gets more steps. He gets more involved. It's impressive to watch him out there. And that man lays the fucking stick on people, dude. Yes. I love that shit. He's going to come up there. It's going to be, nice little catch by Tyler Higbee across the middle. What? Jack Campbell's going to put him in the dirt. I guarantee it. I guarantee Tyler Higbee is going to get popped in the middle of the field by Jack Campbell in this game.
You got the video?
Yes, sir.
All right, before you play, just real quick. I just want, if you guys are going to the game, or you know somebody going to the game, share this. This is crucial, important information. If you want to be able to affect the game that we should want to, as the first playoff game in Ford Field's history for the Detroit Lions. It could be some playoffs, whatever. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But the NFL Detroit Lions playoff game, critical information. Let's hear it.
Right, no, definitely be a little more rowdy than the regular season. Preferably, this is my personal request, is to get loud as the quarterback is getting in the huddle as opposed to after he breaks the huddle. So that's my request, but outside of that, just be really rowdy.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Broder for that. You heard it from Anzalone. So as they're getting into the huddle, start getting loud so they can't get that play off. And I got my next game breaker.
Real quick, I just want to reiterate that. When they're going into the huddle, when they're calling the plays, that's where you guys need to be the loudest.
Yes.
Don't let Matthew Stafford get that play off. Have him listen. Because, by the way, I think why he says that is like after you break the huddle, the Detroit Lions, their defense doesn't make their adjustments, especially with an offense like the Sean McVay and the Rams, where kind of similar to Detroit Lions, they give you the same look and then a motion right before they snap to change up the defense. You got to switch stuff around pre-huddle, in the huddle, while they're trying to call the play. Be as absolutely loud as you can. By the way, if we hit 200 likes, I'll take the Detroit Lions military hat off. How about that? You got such an issue with it.
Boom. There you go. All right. My next game breaker. The next player on the Detroit Lions, I think, is going to be pivotal in the success and the victory of the Detroit Lions on Sunday against the Rams. The only number 9 Lions fans should be cheering about out there. The only number 9 we care about in Detroit, Jameson motherfucking Williams. Waymo is going to go out there. I think he's going to make some plays. I think they're going to be heavily focused on the middle of the field. Sean McVay is going to try to take away Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to try to take away Sam LaPorta, and Jameson Williams is going to get behind the defense. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a 30, 40-yard Jameson Williams touchdown in this game. I think their shot's going to be open downfield. Jared Goff is at home in the environment. He's going to be juiced up. The middle of the field is going to be packed. Catch J-Mo behind the defense. Get him a touchdown. On top of that, we've seen him getting involved in the game more. He is the wide receiver 2 on this team now. He is the guy that goes out there and is running a different route tree, not just straight shots down the field. Get J-Mo the ball in his hands. Let him go to work. I expect him to have the most receiving yards he's had this season in this game. I think he's going to be upwards of 60 yards with a touchdown. Give him 4 catches. Give me Jameson Williams to be a big factor in the Detroit Lions winning this game.
So I 100% agree. And I guess the way I was going to stem that key off of another one in Jahmyr Gibbs. And the reason why I picked Jahmyr Gibbs as the key to this game is when you go back to like anybody talking about defeating Jared Goff. Anybody kind of like just ragging on Jared Goff and what it takes to defeat Jared Goff is you talk about sending the extra pressure, sending the blitzes, like getting on him. And when you got a situation like Detroit Lions have and one of the top 3 offensive line units in the entire league, you need some extra pressure with that. So you have to send blitzers at that point. So if that's the situation we're doing, you're sending these extra guys. If you go back to 2021, Detroit Lions versus LA Rams in LA, DeAndre Swift ate that game.
Yes.
For that very reason.
Yes.
Screen dump off DeAndre Swift, and he took him back to the crib. Jahmyr Gibbs, my offensive key to the game for that exact situation. And if I'm being real about it, he's been spotty in those moments in terms of catching the ball as of late. It's obviously still in his repertoire because you speak about drafting him, you call him like a weapon rather than like anything else. But Jahmyr Gibbs, in those situations where they're seeing those extra rushers and you got pieces of the field open, on top of the fact that he's just he's explosive, the electrician. It's sticking now. It's sticking now, I guess. Damn, I'm sorry, Jahmyr. It's stuck now. But obviously be able to make a play, but also if there's less defenders there, that boy gone.
Yes.
All right, so send the extra pressure. We got Jahmyr as a weapon. And to go back to yours, J-Mo, that same type of player. Yes. Like, give him these short intermediate routes to where if they're sending pressure and he's in the middle of the field and that's where like the linebacker's supposed to be in like a zone coverage or man coverage or whatever it may be, give it to J-Mo, let him take it to the crib.
And hit him down the field.
Yes.
Hit him down the field. I think Goff hits him down the field with 1. I think it's a big catch. I think it's a touchdown. He's going to get behind that defense. The Rams have a young, unexperienced secondary. I think they're going to be focused. Like I said, Sean McVay, he knows Jared Goff's strengths. Sean McVay knows what Jared Goff likes to do. So he's going to be focused on trying to take away the middle of the field. Catch J-Mo on a deep shot. Get him behind that secondary. Let him go. My third player. My third key to success for the Detroit Lions.
Who that?
He's a rookie. You know him. You love him. Brian Branch. For the same reason that you had Jack Campbell, I have Brian Branch. Chris, throw that graphic up there one more time. These Rams, they love to eat in the middle of the field. They love to eat around there. Stafford loves to hit these guys. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams across the middle of the field over there. I see an eerily similar play to what happened in Kansas City, where Stafford puts one of those Matt Stafford lasers in there off of the hands of the receiver. Brian Branch right there. Give me that. And another guy who's not afraid to step up, lay the stick on somebody, and put him in the dirt is Brian Branch. So give me Brian Branch, the rookie having a day. 2 big hits, maybe an interception. He's going to have a pass breakup. I expect Brian Branch to go out there and have a great day.
I think, too, with the addition of CJDJ being back, it allows Aaron Glenn to use Brian Branch in one of his skill sets that you just talked about, hitting and blitzing. I think you will see some Brian Branch blitz action for the Lions in this game, and I think he'll come with a big time sack as well.
I like it.
I like it. We have to go to break here soon. 200 likes. We'll take off the Detroit Lions military hat. But before then, Spinny, I don't know what the read is actually.
Planet Fitness. Let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. It's back day today. Why back Thursdays? At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. Shout out to the guy I met at Planet Fitness yesterday. Didn't know his name, but he asked me for a plate. He was watching the show. He was like, hey, is this you? I was like, yeah. He's like, I love your show. Gave him a fist pound. Went back, repping 235. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for watching, and appreciate Planet Fitness. You get all this for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. More than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new Down Home Comfort Dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The Down Home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of Down Home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Premier Pet.
Oh, Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers. With one major difference, they're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com. www.
Hit the like button, 5-star review on our podcast platforms. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I'm Eazy, spin more racks.
What up,
Yo, Chris, JB Smooth. We're the heavyweights.
Heavies.
The heavies. Jack Campbell as a key to the game. Oh, yeah. By the way, Game Day Detroit 2013, 2014, back when I was a season ticket holder, you could have purchased yourself a military Detroit Lions hat. There it is for anybody that wants to just Google it yourself. All right? Jesus, criminy.
Dude, man, you are...
Photoshop
letting the trolls win, brother.
I don't know if they're trolls. People are cousins.
Man.
I don't know, man. People are cousins. I had to set the record straight in case the cousin around. Smash that like button either way. JB, did you have any keys to get any key players that we missed on for the Detroit Lions Ram matchup come Sunday? So far we had Aiden Hutchinson, Jack Campbell, J-Mo, Jameer, and who was your
Brian Branch.
Brian Branch. Did we miss anybody?
I don't really think you missed anybody, and you probably haven't touched on David Montgomery and Gibbs just yet. That running back duo combo, I think, will help out definitely a lot for this Lions offense. But other than that, I think you guys hit on mostly all of them. Like, hey, Brian Branch is my key go-to right there. You're going to need him a lot, especially with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. I don't know who he's going to be on or shadowing, but his help is definitely going to be needed.
Yeah. Chris?
For me, I was going to highlight Montgomery too, because I think that, as much as Gibbs has come along, I think that when Montgomery is on his A game like he was at the beginning of the season, it just amplifies. I mean, the dude was just running the rock with so much force and was able to just get 5 yards on top of what he was supposed to every single play, and that time of possession was so favorable for Detroit in those first couple games. And I think that's going to be key with this secondary now. Even less depth with Jerry Jacobs' injury. I think it's more important that you run the ball, that you keep that Rams offense off the field for as long as possible.
Yeah, and shout out to, I can't see who said it in the chat first, Bronco81, about Justin Rogers' tweet that he said, yeah, he gets the feeling that Sam LaPorta is playing.
Yeah, he's playing. It's not even officially unofficial.
Yeah.
Sam LaPorta will be there for the Detroit Lions victory. First playoff victory in Ford Field. There is one guy, and we kind of mentioned it with the heat map. If you want to put it up one more time, Chris, for anybody that had missed it for context. But we mentioned Brian Branch, we mentioned Jack Campbell. Another guy I want to mention, and it should be obvious by just looking at this thing, and he is like our what do you call him, center fielder, Kirby Joseph.
Yes.
Kirby Joseph, he is the guy that leads his team in interceptions this year.
Crazy.
I believe he led the team in interceptions last year. Amongst league leaders in interceptions last year, if I'm not mistaken, too. Kirby Joseph is a playmaking safety. I've gone as far to call him like our version, again, because this is only his third year playing the position. I think he could have been our version of any type of playmaking safety you could think of in terms of like acquiring the ball in their hands. And to be honest with you, he can hit with the best of them. I don't know if you guys remember back to the Dallas Cowboys game last year. He had a helicopter fumble.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was amazing. I mean, Kirby Joseph has him tendencies. So as far as like key players go, I feel ashamed to have like missed that one. I think Kirby, especially with a guy like Matthew Stafford, who's gonna be out there throwing those 50-50 balls if an opportunity presents itself. Yeah. Kirby Joseph, I don't want to say he needs to be ready because I believe he will be ready, but he's definitely got to capitalize on those.
And you talk about how Hutch is heating up. Kirby's is a little slower of a burn. It started a little earlier than Hutch's, but I mean, what was it? Week 10? It was that Vegas game, or against the Raiders, where he got his first interception. That was what, week 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. I'm blanking on which week it was, but I mean, you're talking for the first half of the season around, or maybe even more. Kirby Joseph did not have an interception, and now he leads the team in interception. So he's definitely heated up, and he's been a big reason, along with Iffy and these other guys, why this defense is just flat out better than it was the first half of the season.
Yeah, and they're getting healthier. They're getting healthier at the right time. We saw Liam come back. We saw Chauncey Gardner, CD Deuce, come back. He had an interception. Aleem had some big plays. James Houston is going to come back hopefully for this game and be ready to go. So this defense is trending up. We talked about how well they performed in the Dallas game, and now they're getting some playmakers back for the playoffs. The Booner path might be full steam.
Yeah, it is. Listen, going back to when we were at Dispo 2 Fridays ago, are we there again tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to say I had a revelation there.
No,
we're not.
No.
Either way, Detroit Lions. We wanted the home field advantage. We felt we were robbed of that home field advantage, and we were. We would have been the number 2 seed in this situation. But I think there is a path in the fact that game 1 at home indoors. You know who does well indoors? Jared Goff. And you know who does well at home? Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Gucci. Okay. Boom. Now you move into Dallas, who you're more like. By the way, I think Green Bay could.
Either way.
Yeah. I can see Green Bay putting up there. So
Green Bay wins, you got another home game. Dallas wins, you're at AT&T Stadium.
Your entire way through the path to the Super Bowl will be in situations which Jared Goff can thrive in. No cold weather games, no outdoor games outside of possibly San Francisco 49ers. We are Gucci. There is an actual path to the Super Bowl under those standards. But for me, and you guys want to look at me as a Jared Goff hater, I'm telling you right now, this man can ball when he's indoors and in warm weather.
Oh, man.
And that path is there for this playoff run. The Detroit Lions absolutely can go to the Super Bowl under these conditions. And I love it. I was praying that Dallas, if we didn't get the number 2 seed, I was praying that Dallas was going to take the NFC East for that very reason, because I knew that's who was getting the 2 seed. The Detroit Lions have the path. The Booner path is very much alive. It's more alive than it's ever been. Because I'll tell you what, next year, I think this team could be even better on paper in terms of the X's and O's. I think Brad Holmes get the free agency market. I obviously have another draft class moving into that point too. But as of now, one thing you can't confirm they're going to have next year, because you've seen interview requests already going along, Ben Johnson may not be here next year.
Yes.
And we know Ben Johnson's a big piece of what this team and what this offense is. We have him now. And if Ben Johnson, Jared Goff can operate indoors, Detroit Lions have an absolute opportunity to win every single game because they can put up points with the best of them.
They can. We've talked about how the whole shtick forever has been defense wins championships, defense wins championships. Well, I'd say a good defense wins championships. Offense wins championships now. You need to put up points. You need to consistently put up points. You look at the teams who have won the past couple of years. It's been the Patrick Mahomes-led teams. It's been the Tom Brady-led teams. Yeah, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay, they had a great defense as well. But they had Tom Brady and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Leonard Fournette and that whole crew. Like, they were a pretty damn good offense ready to go. So this Lions team has one of the best offenses in the NFL for a reason. And indoors, when all the conditions are right, that's when they're at their peak. Boner Path is here. The Boner Path is here. It is laid out in front of the Detroit Lions. They control their own destiny. They can go out there and they can get to the Super Bowl. But first things first, business in front of you, beat the Rams.
Yeah. Yep. And another thing, too, as you mentioned, like the top 10 defense, in which I'll admit, I think the stat is 8 of the last 10 Super Bowls or 6. I could be incorrect on that one. I don't know if you guys will pull up the numbers for me, but I think you need a more opportunistic defense than you need like a number or a top 10 defense. I think you need a defense that's going to take away the game, or I'm sorry, take away the ball, create turnovers and extra opportunities for your top 3 offense in the league with Ben Johnson and Jared Goff. That also be operating within indoors or warm weather the entire way through. Guys, the path is very much alive. It is. And if you want to look at the defense, I already saw Gatto. I don't know if he's trolling or not, but he's, get rid of AG. The guy's getting, he may get a head coaching job. AG is a good coach, but he's finally getting the pieces back that he wanted as well. That were supposed to be a part of this team.
Mm-hmm.
And the CJ, GJ, the Fontumila Fonwu, and now James Houston. I don't know what he's going to be coming back from the injury, but he's got that piece back as well. And Lee McNeil, throw him in the mix as too. Like, I don't think it's like I don't think we should expect the defense we saw like midway through, once a lot of those injuries started taking place and the ball is being turned over, because those situations put the defense in tough spots. I think you should expect what you've seen. I mean, I guess as of recently, they did put up a lot of yards, but they still created opportunities for the offense to score.
I want to see what we saw in Dallas.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to see what we saw in Dallas.
Well, aside from the CD.
I don't care about the CD Lamb thing.
Yeah.
If you hold the team to 20 points, I'm good with that.
It's fair.
Because I'm confident this Detroit Lions offense can score 20 points on 20 plus points on anybody, not named the Baltimore Ravens. But I think they'll go out there and they'll be able to score more than 20. So if you can hold the team to 20, you have a very good chance of winning that game.
Are we, because we gave our key players, and out of all 4 of us, because I know you and I are pinned as like the haters, truthers, I look at it as, but not a single one of us mentioned Jared Goff. Is that a miss on our part, or do we all kind of just feel like it's going to be a true like team victory?
I think we expect what we expect out of Jared Goff.
Exactly.
I expect Jared Goff to go out there and get 270 plus yards and a couple touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to have this crazy, 400 yard 5 touchdown game.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to have a bad game at all. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback, what we've seen of him for a majority of the year, where he goes out there 270, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He does his job. He takes care of business.
JB, I'm going to defer to you because you're like the liaison for the Jared Goff.
I mean, it would be nice, as Spencer said, if he went out there and had that same Denver type of game, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, something like that. But no, I don't think you need him to do that. I think you just need him to play a clean game of football. No interceptions, no fumbles. Just do what you need to do and limit your mistakes, because we want to move on. We want to move forward. And I know this might be a revenge game for him. I know he somehow has that in the back of his head, but still at the same time, you just have to play smart. And I think that's just all we need from him out of this game.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you too. I don't think, at least I hope not, and I hope that he's not. Because Dan Campbell, I feel like, and Ben Johnson, they kind of encouraged that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like after a little bit of that November slide, that first game against the Denver Broncos, we're like, run the ball all week that week. They came out there slinging that day.
Yes.
Dude ended up cashing in 5 touchdowns that day. I just don't want them to get cute in that sense, bro. Like, do what you need to do. I guess, like, I'm cool with him throwing the ball, obviously. Like, he's able to do that. Like, he's established that level of consistency where, like, the only thing you bank in or you don't want to happen is him turning the ball over, but just don't force it.
This is the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Don't force it in the revenge game. Yeah, cash in the W more than anything. Fuck the revenge game. Throw that whole narrative in the garbage. Like, we'll don't get me wrong. We're going to hype it up. We part of the media. We're going to hype that up as soon as we cash in the dub. But the most important thing is the dub.
Yes.
So play smart. Don't do anything extra. And then you do the bragging rights afterwards. Because as much as, like, a lot of people, Tom Brady's the GOAT. But he's not out there. He was never out there doing things like Patrick Mahomes did. He's a GOAT because of wins. He's a GOAT because of W's. He's a GOAT because of rings more than anything. Do the right thing. We don't need to get cute. We don't need to prove any points. Just get the fucking win.
And Dat Boy Roy 2.0 says, Spenny, most of our losses are 30 points. Dallas was the only 20-point game. And, yeah, it's if you hold it, if this defense can hold the team to 20 points, the Lions are more than likely going to win. Because I believe this offense can score 20-plus points on damn near anybody in the NFL.
Have to go to break. Tussle Hamlin Pump. When we get back, I kind of look at the Rams side of things and where they're coming from. We got some audio from Matthew Stafford and their schedule.
Let me tell you guys about Hamlin Pub. We do have a caller that we'll get to after the break as well.
Oh, damn.
Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? We have just a place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. I'm telling you, man, try that Smokehouse Brisket Mac and Cheese. It is delicious. They have half-off pizza on Thursdays. You can go up there tonight, get some half-off pizza. Every NFL game, all Michigan sports games, they have food and drink specials. Hamlin Pub, where everyone is a regular.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Lions fans.
Lions fans.
You want to party like you never partied before?
With the heavies?
Because you deserve it. With the heavies, yes. BullseyeEventGroup.com. Head over right now and choose a Detroit Lions official VIP tailgate party. Because we're going to party like it's our first playoff game. And wait a minute, it is. We turning up for this one. And I want you to go into that game lit so you can be as loud as you can. BullseyeEventGroup.com. Head over to it. Purchase your tickets. All you can eat, all you can drink, and they'll take your drunk ass to the game then afterwards. BullseyeEventGroup.com. Brought to you by Long Drink. What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights, LiveOutSports.com. I'm Eazy. Spin more racks.
What
Young
up,
Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Before we jump into any other topics, we actually have a few callers on the line, JB. Who we got up first?
All right, so we got Glenn up first. I don't know if it's Aaron Glenn or
Aaron
not,
Glenn. Call
Aaron
him
Glenn.
nice.
Be.
Glenn,
Tell a friend.
how
Aaron
you
Glenn's
doing,
on the
brother?
show.
Are you guys waiting for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What up, Glenn?
How you doing, Glenn?
I'm trying to get word to the Lions. I don't know how to do it. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. They need one more thing to get to the dance, and that's something else to bring them together. When the defense is in the huddle and getting ready to break out, they need to yell out, "We beat D." That's either defense or Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Glenn. Feel you, brother. How you feeling about this matchup?
Well, we're going to kill them, man, on paper. No doubt on paper.
I love it.
I agree.
It's going to be closer. I think the Lions are going to be by at least 10, but we'll see. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think.
Yeah,
Brent,
I would agree with that.
If you had to pick one player as a key contributor to this W, who you picking?
For us?
Yes.
Wow, that's tough to say, but I'd have to say St. Brown.
Sun God. Glenn goes with the Sun God. Glenn, we appreciate you calling in, brother. Make sure you're ready to
Thank
go.
you, guys.
Appreciate you, dude.
it.
Of course.
We beat D. We beat D.
We beat D.
BBD. I love it. Love it. Appreciate you, Glenn. Thanks for calling
dirty
in,
little
man.
bastard, you, Glenn. Appreciate you calling, man.
All right, who do we got next, JB?
We got Cordell from San Antonio.
The man, Cordell, those big women down in San Antonio with those churros. How you feeling, brother?
What up, Cordell?
Hey, bro, you got to stop saying that. You're going to get me in trouble with my wife. I show her the calls. What you talking about, bro? Oh man, I'm so damn happy, bro. We get a playoff game, and it's just now setting in for me, and I don't know. Like, I feel like Spinny right now. I don't know what to do with my life. I told my wife I might have to watch the game in the room. I'm gonna be such a mess.
Yes, I agree.
It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, man.
I swear. And then the fact, like Neil says all the time too, like the fact that we get to do it by putting down the ghosts of the past, literally, it's amazing. Because I love Stafford when he was here, but like everybody says, that's the enemy now. He knows it. He said it. He knows he's the bad guy. But man, I feel like we're all sleeping though. The X factor of this game is definitely Panay Sewell. This game goes through Panay Sewell. He's going to do exactly what he did to Aaron Donald in 2021, except this time, like Penny said, he's bigger.
It's true.
He's stronger.
True. He's bigger, stronger.
You know what? Call me a bet right now. Panay Sewell's going to have a touchdown catch this game.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, I like it.
I mean, he had a catch last year. He had a catch last year. We've been waiting on it all year. What better catch than to have a touchdown in the first ever playoff win in 30 years?
Listen, every Friday, the linemen, and I don't know if they're doing it this week because obviously playoff game, no one's getting injury. But every Friday, for the hell of it, they run streamers. They just run a straight line, and golf will just throw bombs to the offensive linemen. And Penny has probably claimed the best hands in the team. Mm-hmm. He's also by far, I think, the most athletic big guy on the team too. Like he's probably like 50 pounds away from being a tight end if he wanted to be. I don't think you're crazy. I don't think it's gonna happen. Hey. But if it's out there in the books, I'd throw $1 on it for damn sure. Why not?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm sorry, man, but you're not gonna. What kind of fan am I if I bet against the heavyweight?
Hey,
exactly.
We saw him throw a ball. We saw him throw a ball to Skipper last week. We saw him obviously throw the ball to Decker 2 weeks ago. So maybe you got something here, Cordell. We appreciate you calling in. Throw some schmeckles on that. You probably get some pretty good odds on that if you can find it in a book somewhere.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good time. I love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
Man.
Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the numbers right now to see who did what in that 2021 matchup. I also don't want to look towards that matchup for too much because this is a completely different team.
Juan 313 says, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. You better shut your mouth, Chip. I fucking love that movie. But, yeah, I mean, shit, throw $3, $5 on Penny Sewell to catch a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. That's
probably like plus 2,000.
Yeah.
I was looking back at the 2021 matchup, and I don't want to lean on that too much because these are two completely different teams. Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, all part of that defense, and obviously Detroit Lions didn't have Ben Johnson fully established at that point. But no sack by Aaron Donald that one. I know he applied some pressure towards the end of it, but listen, as much as when we hear the coaches say when it comes to the playoffs, it's about who's gonna make the most mistakes.
Yes.
Who's gonna limit the mistakes and play the game like their way. As much as we are a young team, I think Jeff posted the age average was 25 for us, 25.6.
Ramsey younger.
Yeah, but there was still a 25.4 or something like that. It was by a decimal, by all means, a tenth of actual year.
Yeah.
I think because it was well documented heading into the season, the Rams, how many rookies they had in this team. I just think we're more ready to do battle. As much as we are still young, I feel like a lot of our pieces, which I guess Sam LaPorta, Gibbs, those are still key contributing pieces as rookies. But I feel like a lot of their team is made up of rookies, and it's got that Sean McVay did a hell of a job coaching to get there. I think we're talking about which team's going to make less mistakes. You're going to look towards the, I guess, more established team, the team with rookies or sophomore seasons versus a lot of the just rookie seasons straight out of the LA Rams side of it. Yeah. And that just contribute. I mean, hats off to Sean McVay and his coaching job here. But I think Detroit Lions is part of the reason too. On top of the fact, I think we just have more talent all around.
And you know what else the Lions are?
What?
They're hungrier.
Yeah.
They're hungrier. They know what this means. They know the record. They know the 32 years without a playoff win. They know what this means for the fans. They know what this means for the city for them to host a playoff game for the first time in 30-plus years. The Lions are hungrier as a team.
DNC-ENT, the Rams have 36 rookies. 36.
36.
On a 53-man roster.
Yeah.
I was trying to find what they actually carried into the season because I know at one point in the offseason it was it was up there. It was 40 or something. It was an insane amount of number. But, Sean McVay's a damn good coach.
He is a good coach.
We're going to win that matchup, bro. As much as like our rookies are key contributors, they're sprinkled in here and there. Their entire makeup of the team.
Yes.
Majority of it is
they have
these
veterans
rookie guys.
sprinkled in here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, the Detroit Lions win this game for that reason. More talent and great coaches, too. We're good, man. Detroit Lions got this.
Detroit Lions got this for sure.
Speaking of Matthew Stafford, he had some words to say.
Yeah, let's get into that later. We only got 4 minutes to kill. But like I said, man, this Lions team is hungrier than the Rams. They are. They know what this means for Goff. Amon-Ra even said, Amon-Ra had a quote where he was like,
we got the
do
video.
we have that?
Yeah.
Chris, yeah. Can you play that Amon-Ra quote where he talks about what it means for Goff?
Yeah. Personally, for me, yeah, I definitely do. As a team, we want to win. Obviously, it's not about Stafford or Jared. It's about this team and taking 1 week at a time. But if you ask me personally, I definitely want to win. Win it for him because I know. He might not tell the media or what, but I think it's within every player. You come from a team that, first round pick, went to the Super Bowl and then gets traded. If you ask anyone, they're going to feel some type of way. So for me, I want to go win it for him. It fires me up that he's playing his old team. I'm excited for him. And shoot, I want to do it for him as much as I do for the whole.
This motherfucker Amon-Ra is such a sicko. He's making lists for Jared Goff to make for himself. That dude, I love this guy, man. He is getting hype off of someone else's reasons to get hype, and I love that. And that's how it shows you that they love Goff. They back Goff because, all right, yeah, we want to win this for sure, but we want to win it even more for Goff. We want to win it even more for the city because the city hasn't experienced this in 30 years. Because this is the city's first time hosting a playoff game in Ford Field. There are so many external motivators on top of them just wanting to be football players, compete, win, and advance. They have the Goff stuff. They have the city stuff. They have them wanting to win their first playoff game. They want Dan Campbell to get his first playoff win. The first Lions coach to get a playoff win since Wayne Fontes. Yeah. They have all of these factors leading into that. And I love it, man. They are hungry. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown, dude.
Well, we talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown, like talking about like just wanting to win it for Jared Goff. You can say a lot of things about Jared Goff. They may or may not be true, but one thing you cannot say is that you can't question his toughness. You can't question his mental fortitude to like just bounce back from the whole trade scenario in itself. On top of like having to shoulder the load of everything you just mentioned, this franchise has come short of leading up to him becoming the quarterback of this team. And he's shouldered that on top of being a leader for these young players like Amon-Ra St. Brown. This team loves him. Mm-hmm. This city, for the most part, seems to love him. They're going to win this game, if not for just the obviously wanting to cash it in for the city, but for Jared Goff too. And I think that's a great piece to have as a motivator for the rest of the team. And Jared Goff is there too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like the I guess camaraderie and just like respect they have for him, they want to even do it more so for him. It's on a personal level of like, yo, we gotta do this. We gotta get this done for JG.
Yeah.
And it's like one thing, okay, like yeah, we got the city on our shoulders. They don't know us individually. Mm-hmm. They don't know you. Listen, we love them. We love them to all hell, and they love your support of them. But they don't know you. They know Jared Goff. They have blood, sweat, and tears cashed in with Jared Goff. They go to war with Jared Goff on a weekly basis. They go into practice with Jared Goff. They see what he goes through, the effort he puts in. There's a personal situation there. This is a personal battle for them. That's what it's been made. Mm-hmm. And they're not. And Amon-Ra, to be honest with you, is the first one to put it out there. The storyline it's going to carry itself. Nobody needs to say anything. And I think Dan Campbell instructed these guys not to like mention those things because I think it was CJ DJ who said it last week. We don't need to give them any chalkboard material. We don't need to give them any headlines to feast themselves off of. They know what this is.
Yeah.
But it's personal for them. And as much as they love Jared Goff, as much as he's a leader for this team, they're going to go to war for him, and it's going to be proven this Sunday when the Detroit Lions, I'm going to say it once more, cash in a W against the Los Angeles Rams at home for the first playoff victory in Detroit.
Facts.
And I'm fucking here for it. Speaking of that guy, Matthew Stafford, we'll get to him when we get back. He had a couple comments to make about his return to Detroit. And he said some stuff that needed to be said for a lot of you guys that are Detroit Rams. But before then, I got to tell you about Fairway Pack Company, because for over 60 years, they provided Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos with prime Wagyu beef, dry-aged beef, and more. Stop at Grosse Pointe for grab-and-go steaks or order online at fairwaypacking.com.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. I'm Eazy. Spin more racks.
What
I'm
up, though?
Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Matthew Stafford spoke to the media yesterday. Sean McVay spoke to the media yesterday. Sean McVay actually had a kind of interesting note. They asked him, like, is it easier to prepare for Jared Goff having, like, your past experience with them? And he had made note of the fact that, I think you've heard it from Jared Goff's mouth, and I think a lot of people, I've even said it myself, he's a different quarterback than then. He's a better quarterback from then. He didn't call his protections, audibles, none of that when he was with Sean McVay. He is better now. I don't think he regrets anything for that, but he did make note of it. I think it's just more evidence that Jared Goff is a better quarterback than he once was revered as. But Matthew Stafford had something to say, and it's something a lot of you guys that are kind of on the fence of the whole situation, I think, need to hear.
What kind of reception do you expect to get back?
I'm not expecting anything, to be honest with you. I was asked this question a couple times, just by friends and family, and I think the biggest thing for me is just go experience whatever that experience is going to be. I understand, what the people of Detroit and what the city of Detroit meant to me in my time and my career, what they meant to my family. I hope they feel that back, but at the same time, I'm not a stranger to the situation and understanding that I'm the bad guy coming to town. I'm on the other team, and they don't want success for me. So whatever happens. I'm going to go experience it, play the game. Once the ball's snapped, man, let's go. 2 good football teams, go compete and see what happens.
He knows.
Quote, I'm the bad guy coming to town. For Travis or any of our social media guys, if you're listening, that needs to be a graphic, because I think the message needs to be relayed for the guys out there that would still let Matthew Stafford fuck their wives. Because I'm sick of we need to defend him. Oh, he was here. He's our guy. Blah, blah, blah. No, he's the bad guy coming to town. Mm-hmm. Are you a Detroit Lions fan? Where were you at this whole thing? That's what the situation is. Everything else could take place afterward. It's a game, for Christ's sake. We watch fights where guys destroy each other, knock each other, separate their conscience from their body, and then they shake hands afterwards, have a beer after the fact. This is a war. We can make all the buddy stuff then afterward, but this is something a lot of Lions fans need to hear. Mm-hmm. This is a war come Sunday, man.
Yeah, those Lions fans need to suck it up, because I like Stafford. I love Stafford. He was a great quarterback for us. I love him as a player. He's dead to me this week. I don't feel anything for him this week. Like I said, I hope he gets sacked 20 times. I hope he throws 5 interceptions. I'm going to be screaming my head off every time he has the ball from this seat. I'm not even going to be there. I'm going to be making noise. Stafford is public enemy number 1. He is the opposing quarterback standing in front of you and a playoff victory. You should wish nothing but bad things upon him in between those lines. Stafford should get but he's Stafford, but he'll always hold a piece in my heart. Well, take that piece of your heart and throw it in the fucking trash can, because it's over. This boo-boo, he's the best shit is over. It's done. He is the enemy. He is coming here to take your candy from you. You punch him in the mouth. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get you were great for us. He doesn't get the tribute videos. He doesn't get any of that shit. It's fucking on as soon as he steps in Ford Field. Between those lines, you treat him like the biggest piece of shit you've ever made. You treat him like the worst person on the planet, because that's what he is. Public enemy number 1. Goodbye. So long. Hope you have a terrible game. As soon as the game's over, appreciate you what you did, Stafford. But up until then, no. Shit ain't sweet no more. Sorry, Stafford. This is the brand new Lions. This isn't the same old Lions. Get the fuck out of here.
I want, for a second, just everyone to just close their eyes and just put yourself in the emotional state you'll be in once the Detroit Lions finally cash in a playoff victory. Once everything that your team, that you ride and die for, and you passionately scream at your TV and embarrass yourself over, that team finally, they're done being made fun of. They're finally something to be fearful of. They're finally something to be respected. You cash in that first playoff win, and you're watching on TV. Your favorite coach that I think that anybody's ever had, Dan Campbell, high-fiving around. And honestly, probably not even that, just keeping a stern face because he knows what the deal is. They're still going after a goddamn Super Bowl. But imagine the emotional state that you'll be in once the Detroit Lions get that W. Imagine like all those games you watch with your grandpa, your uncle, your mom, your grandma, whoever it is that passed on that curse of being a Detroit Lions fan, and all that pain that you had to sit through. Once all that washes away this Sunday night on primetime television with the Detroit Lions cashing that W. That's a good feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford's trying to snatch that from you. Matthew Stafford's here to stop that from happening. Matthew Stafford's here to all that emotion you had, that you just remembered, the pain that you had, whether it's the Calvin Johnson catch, whether it was the Golden Tate situation in Atlanta, whether it was the picked up the flag with Matthew Stafford and with the Dallas Cowboys. All that pain, you're going to feel it all over again when Matthew Stafford, if Matthew Stafford comes here and denies that from happening. He is the enemy. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, if your allegiance lies with the Detroit Lions and your heart is attached to this team, you need to let go of that stuff this Sunday. Especially you guys are going to be at the game. Matter of fact, I think I did screenshot this, Chris, if you could put it up there right now. There's somebody who's making these name templates or nameplates. This is Williams on it. Because that's who number 9 is for the Detroit Lions now. Is Jamison Williams. And I don't know this person's name, so I'm going to have to put the tweet up. I can't read that, Chris. What does that say?
Pierce Tessier. Flexible and removable Williams name labels for Lions Stafford jerseys. I will be giving these out for free on game day. If interest is high, I'll get them printed in blue as well.
That's number 9 for the Detroit Lions.
That's real.
Come Sunday. That is real.
That's dope.
That is dope as hell. They'll be giving out for free nameplates you can put on those number 9 jerseys. But just know, all pause intended with this too. Matthew Stafford's here to snatch your soul.
Edric Shelby says, and this is why I fuck with Spenny and Eazy. Stand on motherfucking business. It's true. Lions fans need to stand on business. We got a caller?
Stand on business.
Who we got, JB?
Yeah, we got a caller on the line. We got Devin. He said you guys are getting him hyped up for this show.
Devin, I'm hyped, man. So I hope you're getting hyped too, brother.
What up, though, Devin?
Bro, easy. I need it because I swear to God, if I fucking have to hear Anson on Sunday night,
oh man,
I'm gonna need you to bench press him out the window. But nah, man, I'm fucking hyped, man. I've been waiting for this shit my whole fucking life, and like meeting you guys, like fucking seeing how fucking hyped y'all actually are in person, like dog. People don't understand. This is the fucking show right here to fucking get hyped for
Let's
the
go,
weekend,
Dev.
bro. I'm fucking lit. Man, smoking that Hollywood.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
But overall, man, I'm probably cry like Spenny, man, and I'm probably with you, man, and get that tattoo behind my fucking ear, man, if golf pulls it off, because fuck Stafford for never fucking allowing me to have a good Sunday and fucking always throwing interceptions at the end. I hope he does that. Just how poetic how he used to end our Sundays.
Yes.
I hope he does that for us on this Sunday night.
Yes, listen. I'll cash in a blowout all day. But if it's a close game and it comes down to like one of the most clutchest quarterbacks of like all time in Matthew Stafford in the fourth quarter situation to drive the Rams down, Kirby Joseph.
Mhm.
Nah, fam. I'm retiring all kinds of great quarterbacks in my career. Kirby Joseph plucked that thing out of there. Had Matthew Stafford sign for him too. Hey, can you sign this for me?
Bro, that's bro. Easy. Go look at your DMs and show the world who your twin is, my man. That's all I gotta say. Love you guys. I'm out.
Appreciate you, Dev.
Appreciate you, Dev.
I'm curious what that
But
is.
you already know what I'm talking about.
I'm about to see. Drive for a little bit. I gotta see this.
I'm gonna drive for a little bit, man. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take a left turn. It's gonna be crazy, bro. This is Lions fans. I don't think we know really what to expect. Lions fans, I don't think we know what we're getting ourselves into. Like, this is the first time in my life that this has happened. The Detroit Lions are hosting a playoff game. The Detroit Lions have great odds to win a playoff game. What's up, JB?
No, just to add on to what Devin said, isn't that, and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that, as Kendrick says, poetic justice right there?
That's
is the
Tupac
fourth
said
quarter. Oh, Tupac. Correction. Tupac.
Come on, you're the old one.
I know. I should know this shit, but Tupac right there.
Bart
Poetic
Scott.
justice. Poetic justice right there. Fourth quarter.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford throws an interception at the last second for Kirby Joseph, and it's over. The Rams and Matthew Stafford's soul is just crushed right there. And it's like, hey, redemption for all of us here in Detroit.
It would be amazing.
That guy is my twin. I can't deny it. Can't deny it. That dude's definitely my twin.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll put him on the thumbnail tomorrow or something. I don't know. But, yeah, Poetic Justice is what I'm looking forward to. If you had to pick that one person to, like, nab that interception. I know I said Kirby just for, like, a factor. I guess that's how I pictured it.
Yeah.
Like, who would you want
Kirby.
it to be?
Yeah, Kirby.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what he does.
It is.
He's the ender.
It is. Whoa. Dude, whoa, relax.
No,
Actually,
I
that'd be
like
cool.
that.
I don't think
I
he has-
like that.
Does he have any nicknames? 31 Savage we gave him last
31
year. Yeah.
Savage.
31 Savage.
31.
But the ender would
He
be nice.
do some. He's the ender. He ends legacies. He ends quarterbacks. He ended Aaron Rodgers' reign.
The ender.
He's gonna end Matt Stafford's reign as well. Kirby
Hey,
Joseph.
Quarterbacks can be the sender. Kirby gonna be the ender.
Facts.
I like that. The ender. 31, the ender. 31 Savage, the ender. Which one you guys rocking with? I like them
Ender.
both. The ender.
If he ends up doing that like this weekend, it's just cemented. Like
yes.
Oh, yeah, it has
that's
to be
two legendary Hall of Fame quarterbacks that you just, you know.
Yeah.
Gripville, USA says Stafford sacked 4 times first half, throws 2 interceptions, come out second. Damn, that'd be a miracle first half if that happened for damn sure. All right, let's go to break. When we come back, break it down a little bit more of the game, talking a lot more ish, but not before. Tell us about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's, man, you guys are missing out on Lady Jane's. I'm telling you this.
Relax, buddy.
Whew,
You got to read.
Man, Lady Jane's is a great
Just
spot.
read the script,
Make
buddy.
sure you guys come in and get your hair cut because there's some fine pieces of ash walking around here. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder.
Feldman Chevrolet is Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With over 18 locations, there's one right in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the one nearest you. And also check out Feldman Chevrolet in Novi every other Monday with Morning Wood and BD. Yeah. What up, though? Welcome back to Morning Waits, LiveWorldSports.com. I'm Eazy, spin more racks.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. How many likes are we at, actually? Mine's not updated, Chris.
Brandon Dillinger said naming my child after Jack
193.
Labrador.
What number?
193. You can keep your Rams hat on.
7 more likes.
We're at 195 right now.
Oh, 195. 5 more likes. The Detroit Lions military hat will come off. How about that? What'd you say? Someone had a comment?
Brandon Dillinger said I'm naming my child after Jack Labrador.
Absolutely. He's doing it right.
Those guys are so cool.
They are the best.
They're hooking
shout
up
to
food
Dino,
for the.
shout out to John.
Yeah, Dino and John.
There's a third guy I think we haven't met yet.
They're hooking up food for the watch party, and they're going to come chill and watch it in the Lions Den.
Hell yeah. I'm game. There was another comment in there, too, from Ken. in the Woodward Sports chat. Shout out to Ken. I see him there all the time, but he says we're being biased. He says that Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams took the Ravens to OT.
They did.
And they did. And the Detroit Lions got blown out by the Ravens. Mm-hmm. It's not how this works, though.
It's not how it works.
It's not at all. I mean, I'm looking at the resume of the Rams this year. They cashed in a loss to the Pittsburgh. Actually, I think Stafford was healthy for that one.
Mm-hmm.
One touchdown interception. You tell me Detroit Lions are better than the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yes.
The Steelers could beat them. They cashed in a loss to the Dallas Cowboys. And Stafford got hurt in that one. But did we not? I think we beat the Cowboys. Detroit Lions beat the Cowboys at their stadium in Jerry's World. Beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, it's over 200 likes.
Over 200 likes.
Get that Rams hat off.
Just because they had a close game against the Baltimore Ravens, it doesn't mean anything. Like the NFL is like week to week. I mean, we just saw it last week where the Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Like it's how it rolls. It's a perfect example. Actually, another one. And I wish we played any of these teams, but the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals beat. They beat the Cowboys. Who else did they beat though? They beat another reputable team. And everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" I think they beat the 49ers. Am I tripping?
They might have. I was going to say that, but
I think
so.
This is another example though. Like it's any given Sunday in the NFL. Like you're gonna cash in W's that you don't deserve. Detroit Lions, when we were at our worst in 2021 with the Dan Campbell's first season as our head coach, we beat the Cardinals on their hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't mean nothing.
They beat the Steelers.
I think you're able to respect. What?
They got popped by them. Oh, they beat the Eagles.
They beat the Eagles.
They got popped by them.
I think you can respect the Rams, and I think you should. I think you should respect the Rams. But that can't be your sole example of why they're going to beat the Detroit Lions, or the Detroit Lions have a
Cardinals put
chance.
up 24 points on the Ravens. Yeah. Are they better than the Lions?
Exactly. Matchups make the game. That's why I think coaching is huge. And in this matchup, in this situation, Sean McVay's a tough one to go against. I'm not going to lie to you. But we also got a Ben Johnson. And they also got a team. Listen, this is from the chat, DNCNT. 36 rookies. And you know damn well the saying, as we said earlier, is if these guys, whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is probably going to come away with the W. If you got 36 rookies in your team in their first playoff matchup, who's more prone to make mistakes there?
All those rookies.
It's the Detroit Lions.
They're
favorited by Vegas for a reason.
We've talked about team of destiny with this Detroit Lions team. I just feel like there's too much on the line for Dan Campbell and this team to lose this game. I don't think they'll willingly do it. I don't think they can go out there and lose with what they have on the line, with what Goff has on the line, what the team has on the line, what the city has on the line. I don't think it's in their DNA to lose this game. On top of being a better team than the Rams, on top of having a better offense than the Rams, on top of being at home, playing in favorable conditions, having a better quarterback this year than the LA Rams, I don't think the Lions have it in them to lose this game.
Wait, what?
100%.
Say that last part one more time.
100%. Jared Goff had a better year than Matt Stafford.
Wow.
That's not. I mean,
it was a better year, but you said better quarterback.
Yeah, I said he's having a better quarterback this year than the Rams. Stafford's the better quarterback in general, but
okay.
Jared Goff had a better year.
I was just curious. Kool-Aid, Eazy, is that a hickey on your forehead? No. I'm trying to stop this guy named Brandon Wilson. He's a black belt. Fucking.
Oh.
Wasn't fun. Had a good time, like I said. It was fun, honestly. That shit's fun. You wake up today, I felt like I was taller.
We got a caller.
Who we got, JB?
Yeah, we got a call over here. I will send you guys Chef.
What up, though, Chef?
Chef, how you feeling?
What up, though?
Chef, hey, real quick, man. The electrician, you sneaky bastard. It's stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It's stuck. You gave him a lame nickname, but hey, we're rocking with it now. He's an electrician. You're to blame for that.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. That's a top shelf nickname, man. Y'all need to stop hating.
What's going on, man?
Man, I just want to talk about this. I mean, this Stafford thing is crazy to me, man. The fact that we have to teach fans how to be fans, and this love affair that people I understand, man. Stafford, he represents a lot for a lot of Lions fans, but let's not forget how many times he broke our hearts on those Sundays, like Devin said, throwing pick sixes, throwing the game away, coming back in the fourth quarter, throwing the game away. Let's not forget that he did that to us. Now, when he comes in here and we got these Detroit Rams people. It's like I said, I had someone like try to debate with me on Twitter about why we should give Stafford a freaking tribute video because he's your leading passer. Nobody cares about that,
bro. You're not a playoff game.
Goff is our quarterback right now, and Goff was thrown away by the Rams. Goff has become a better quarterback. He's become a better player. And, that's what the narrative should be about in Detroit. It shouldn't be about Stafford coming back. Stafford's not our quarterback. You know what I mean? And the people that are going to wear the Stafford jersey to the game, like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all need to burn that thing, or you need to go ahead and get them nameplates. That's it, man.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree.
Facts,
Chef.
Chef.
Appreciate you cooking up, man. Hey, what's your Twitter real quick? Because I know you dropped those videos. You always give a shout out to them, so I got to give you a shout out. What's your Twitter where people can catch those?
Yeah, my Twitter is Chef Talks NFL.
Simple as that. Hey, appreciate you, Chef.
Simple as that.
You won't be forgiven for naming Jimmy the electrician, but I'll give you props for running away with the nickname. Have a good one,
Chef,
man.
appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
Someone asked.
All right, appreciate it.
Someone asked an interesting question. I don't know if we can save this for a topic for tomorrow if you want to discuss it now. But they asked, would you rather Dallas lose to Green Bay, mean Detroit Lions have another home game than
No, I
afterward?
want Dallas to win.
Or you want to go to Dallas?
I want Dallas to win.
Rather than Detroit have another home game,
Yes.
you'd rather go to Dallas.
I want all
Dallas.
the smoke possible.
All the smoke.
I want to go back in Dallas and fucking take the life out of the Cowboys. I want to go back to Dallas and rip the heart out of Jerry Jones' old decrepit chest. Fuck Brad Allen. Fuck Jerry Jones. I want Dallas to win. I want to go into Dallas and put up numbers.
I agree.
So, but like I said, that's getting ahead of ourselves. Worry about the Rams.
Yeah, I agree. Oh no, we still got time. Okay, I feel you on that, but I think it's a little bit emotional.
No.
Like if we're being
Controversy
realistic,
creates champions.
That's fair.
Adversity creates champions.
But you're the same guy that all season, Dallas gonna put up 50.
Yeah,
we're not winning that game.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
we didn't win.
You even picked against them.
Yeah, and I was right.
And we know
Just saying.
beating a team twice in one season, it's tough to do.
Yeah.
We did it. Nick Mullins is an easy feat. But even the Bears got their get back. The Green Bay Packers got their get back. Granted, I think the Green Bay Packers are a little bit better than people give them credit for, at least offensively for damn sure. I think defensively going against as pass rushers too. That second time around might be a little tougher, man. They got a taste of what you could bring in. They might come more prepared for it.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying, if we want the Super Bowl out of it, at the end of the day, if it's here at home, you're also facing the higher seed. Ooh.
I beat you at home already once this year.
The Eagles are a mess. We don't know what's going on with A.J. Brown. And then also the Buccaneers, we've already beaten too, which I know that's the same, I guess, logic you could apply with that one. But are you really scared of the Buccaneers?
Shout out Gun Guy in the Woodward Sports Chat. Take your pants off. But I'm done. Tell her that. But fuck, sorry.
You're so easily distracted. You need to relax.
I'm
gonna standard rule before every show. You need to run one out before you hit the stage.
That's fair.
Because you are too easily distracted.
It's very distracting.
It is very distracting. Just don't look.
I can't. My eyes are drawn to it, bro. It's crazy.
Well, you talk, I'll look.
But so I think the Detroit Lions are gonna. No. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
this guy tried to play.
Bro, this is a mess right now.
The Packers have beat the Lions at home as well.
Yeah.
So I guess
we're gonna face them. They would face the 49ers because they're 7th seed. They're the lowest.
Oh yeah.
So we wouldn't see the Packers at all unless they win the NFC
Are you
Championship.
Sure?
Yeah. Because the number 1 seed would get the lesser. So if Dallas is out,
right. So we get the Eagles.
We get the Eagles or Bucks. At home though. At home. Which, were you more? If you're gonna go to a game. What?
That was me, yeah.
How about this? I got to say too.
Was that a weird sound?
I thought JB played like a cat noise.
Everybody that wants to spend like the $600, $700 on these playoff tickets, and if you're like questioning it, if you believe the Detroit Lions are going to win, which if you lose it on me, I don't care. I'm telling you, I think they're going to win. Bet that money on the Detroit Lions. Shit, maybe even the spread, and then use that to go to this next home game or the Dallas game. Fuck it.
Yeah. All right, but yeah. The Lions should want to play the Cowboys.
I think they should just want.
The Lions should want to get their league back.
I mean, I know they want to. I don't think you have to put should in there. That's part of it. But like, if you have if you get another home playoff game, I think they should want that too. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm making a poll in the Woodward Sports chat. I know we got 10 minutes to go, but
I get what you're saying, Eazy, but I feel like this is the extreme of it. You know, like this isn't just your typical you lost by the last second play. Like, you know, those like heartbreaks happen in sports all the time, and that is a motivating factor. But this is like one where unanimously everybody on this earth knows that the Lions got screwed in that game. And so this is not just your typical, like, you missed a kick at the end of the game and lost or something like that. This is, you got screwed. So they are going to play with a, what is it, a uncontrollable rage. Like, they're going to be a different team against Dallas than they will any other team in the NFL. And so while I get your logic of wanting to, of just taking the logical approach and wanting the home game, I think this Dallas game is such an exception that I want that. Not just for me selfishly as a fan to get that, but I think the players want it. I think everybody wants that.
I want it.
I think it's best for the team.
All right, we got Booner coming in here for crosstalk for the last segment. But first, let me tell you guys. Well, Byrne says we should want the Eagles so we can force Fat Patricia to come here and face Detroit.
Ooh,
that's a good.
Like that too.
There's fucking.
There's stories.
There's rumors or storylines you could cook up for any team. Really. Look at what. Oh, yeah, he said Swift coming back too. You can't really think of one for
just
Bucks.
Tell us about Big Boy.
Let me tell you about
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, yeah, he sucks.
Maz wanted Baker as a quarterback. There you go.
There, yeah, Maz. He'll be rooting for the Bucks. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmesan or the new Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The classic lumberjack or Santa Fe Garden. Also the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with a gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by our local Big Boy today.
At Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this?
You don't know how to use it?
This is better.
Join now through January 12th for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
You can go Swiss Insurance. Best in the business. Whether it's your auto, whether it's your home, whether it's your teeth, like Spencer. Swiss Insurance got you covered. Hit up Swiss. It's my guy Mark at Swiss INS, or give him a call at 248-800-4177.
Check it out.
Hit that like button if you haven't already. It's time for Crosstalk.
Booner will take his pants off if we get to 300 likes.
I did not agree to that.
I'll take Booner's pants off if we get to 300 likes.
I don't know how to agree
we
to
had a
that.
question before break. Somebody asked, would you rather Detroit get another home playoff game in a situation where Dallas loses to the Packers, or would you rather go to Dallas and get that get back?
Are you winning both no matter what? Or like
you just no. I mean,
just
you can't. I'm not guaranteed to win.
Oh,
no,
I mean,
I'm saying,
I think
would you rather have another home playoff game?
Yeah, I think if you had to choose between going to Dallas and being in Ford Field, I would pick Ford Field like 100 times.
But you're not. I'm saying you're not playing Dallas in Ford Field.
Yeah, I would. I would rather play the.
You rather have a home playoff game.
I'd rather play a home playoff game and have the Bucks.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
because
that,
like
man.
you have a home playoff game, and all you have to do is win that game, and it's going to be the Bucks probably to go to the NFC Championship game.
Bucks or Eagles.
Or Bucks or Eagles. Yeah, I apologize. Or the Eagles to go to the NFC Championship game, especially with how the Eagles have been playing, man. If you get another home game, I've said it 100. That was how the Booner Path started. Was when you guys were talking about the trade deadline stuff. It wasn't going to Philadelphia. It was if the Detroit Lions get the 2 seed. I said I was locking in them
going to the NFC Championship game. That's the Booner path to the Super Bowl. Is if you get 2 home games, they're not losing at home.
Yeah.
So if somehow they get a second home game and the Cowboys lose, I don't see like with the fan base, the energy. Like D-Mac talked about how the energy actually affects like players, especially like in big time games. I don't see the Lions losing at home.
No.
And especially if they have the second one, like that's like, to me, it's like that's a guarantee to the NFC Championship game.
By the way, I don't think there's any like wrong answer for anyone that like picks either or. I know Chris wants Dallas, Spinny wants Dallas. JB, do you want Dallas too?
Yeah, I want a rematch.
You guys want another home playoff game?
I get the revenge factor, but guys, you get another home playoff game in Detroit. That's
true. That's what I'm
like. That
taking,
is like that
right?
trumps all. Like true. That you haven't had this like we're like in 30 years. Like that trumps all. If you get a second one in a row and an easier path to the NFC Championship game. If you go to the NFC Championship game, you are 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl as a Lions fan. Like that is ridiculous.
Look at it this way.
Dallas is still tough to play. Like we just lost there. Even though we won, we still did just lose there. We're scared of Dallas. Not at all. No, not at all. I put them above Dallas in my power rankings. I think they're a way better football team. But it's just in the playoffs, it's tough. You don't know what can happen.
And get it. The goal is the Super Bowl. Like I think it's a home playoff game. 'Cause how about this? I put you this way for JB because he's a gambler. What would you be more willing to put $1,000 on? Detroit Lions beating the Eagles or the Buccaneers at home, or going to beat Dallas on the road?
If I'm a smart bettor, then yes, I'm betting on the Eagles or the Bucks.
See what I'm saying?
Home.
That's why,
especially given the fact that A.J. Brown, you don't really know his status. Jalen Hurts messed up that finger, so and I think the Bucks would be a lot easier of a task to take down. But that's just me being as a smart bettor. Yeah.
And I didn't touch that Bucks game. I mean, we're doing our pick'ems tomorrow, but.
And
see A.J. Brown no practice today?
Dude.
How about the Dolphins? Freaking Mozart and Waddle are questionable now, too. For second week in a row.
And they're playing in Kansas City where it's supposed to be like the coldest game of all
-5 or
time.
something crazy.
It feels like -30, they said.
Bro, it's insane.
I mean, you shouldn't take that
It
anyway.
sucks. I feel bad for McDaniel because I feel like he's going to get like, they're going to call him like an overhyped coach and all that stuff like that. But like they've dealt with a lot of injuries. They had Phillips go down. They had Chubb go down recently. Some of these edge defenders. Obviously, Ramsey came back. But I feel like they dealt with a lot of injuries, man. A-Chain keeps getting hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel kind of it's a rough run for those Dolphins. Don't care. I'm a Lions fan, but feel bad for them. They fumbled the division and lost it last game of the year.
Bills, man.
Shout out to the Bills.
Slipped up and let the
Who are your
Bills
top
win.
five? What?
Well, I just want to ask this. It's like a similar thing. Like, what if we played the 49ers earlier this year and lost like we did in Dallas? And then, like, would we still have the same thing to where it's like, would we rather get another home game or go on the road and play in San Fran? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, we're talking about a road playoff game.
Yeah.
Like, we can have all the confidence in the world. We've seen what's happened to us in Dallas. We know what the refs are like. We know all of that. If you have a chance to just be like, we don't want to go there, that should you want to get to the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter how. I don't care if we get revenge against anyone. If we get there, we get there. And if it's the easiest path, we're there. And we could say so. I don't really care, to be honest.
Sounds scared.
Especially not at all. Through the Booner path, we're soupy season, man. We're there, man. I can't wait. And starts Sunday.
Top 5 MVP candidates. What are you guys talking about today, actually, that we didn't talk about on your show?
I actually have a new MVP candidate that should be in the MVP race. It's not a quarterback, it's not a running back, and it's not
Myles
a wide
Garrett?
receiver, and it's not a defensive player.
Jason Kelsey?
Tune in on Woodward Nights tonight to find out.
All right.
We're talking about it at 9:30.
What else are you guys talking about?
It's not a quarterback, a wide receiver, or a defensive player.
Gotta break it down.
Or a running back.
It's a daywalker thing.
You'll
So
see.
it's a kicker.
Someone I saw
Michael
that
Bass.
potentially could get votes, and I was very shocked.
Who?
I can't. I've had to tease it.
Is it the punter?
And he may be on the Detroit Lions.
Is it the punter?
Don't guess. You
Wait,
guys,
you
might
already
be able to guess. Don't guess.
You said don't
People can
guess.
guess.
Can I
this
solo?
year. No.
Just don't guess.
Don't guess.
Let people tune
We'll
in.
save it
Let them
for the
tease.
next
We
show.
got tease.
But I'm
You're trying to ruin it.
All right, what else are you talking about that
I
we
love
didn't
you
talk
so.
about?
No, I'm not trying to ruin it. I wanna know.
Here I got the rundown here. We're going to talk a lot, obviously some of this injury stuff to Sam LaPorta. You guys already talked about a lot of the stuff that kind of came out today. We're going to talk about all of that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Penei, and Jared Goff all basically kind of hinted at like, hey, we're not in it for just one win. We're in it for the Super Bowl. So we're going to talk about
Love
that.
that, by the way.
We're going to talk about the secondary. Obviously, there's that's kind of the big question, I feel like, is the corners and stuff. So we're doing that. We're going to get into the Rams game. 9:15, we're actually going to do, I just put this in the prep about 10 minutes ago, end of season awards. Playoffs basically is like tomorrow is like our pregame show, and we're into the playoffs. So today's the last day for the regular season.
It's almost here, guys.
So we're going to do the end of season awards, different things, special teamer of the year, coach of the year, different moments of the year, just stuff like that. And then at 9:30, 9:40, we're going to do I have an MVP candidate that is not Jared Goff.
You think your teammates going to take offense to that?
Nope.
I think it will.
Oh, well.
That'll do it for us today.
And he was ready to go.
Tapping in. Make sure you guys watch Woodward Nights coming up next. For Eazy, for JB, for Chris, for Booner, I'm Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you for watching. Smash the like button. Peace. Who is it, Booner? Penny?